Chapter 6, Lesson 1, Solving Inequalities by Addition and Subtraction. So we're going to be dealing with inequalities, which means greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, or equal to. So, in the first example, we want to solve this inequality. 3m minus 7 is greater than 4m plus 1. We're going to check the solution. We're going to graph it. All right, so first thing we need to do, combine like terms. Get the m, the variable, to one side, get the constant to the other side. So, I am going to subtract 3m, cancel that out. I get negative 7 is greater than m plus 1. All right, so now I need to get the 1 to the other side. So subtract 1, cancel it out. M is less than negative 8. Now, generally we don't like to have our answer written this way, so we always flip it around. So we have m is less than negative 8. All right. Now, I want you to notice something down here. See how it's written? It's written in that order. That's just the correct algebraic way of writing it. It's read in set builder notation. All right, those are those little seagull things. The things that look like this. All right, in set builder notation, the solution set is m such that m is less than negative 8. That's what I read right here. You want all numbers of m that are less than negative 8. Now, we want to graph it. So we come over to the number line, we find negative 8, and we put a circle around it. And we want all numbers less than that, so we're going this way. Now the question is that open or closed? Remember, you want it to be open because you do not want to include negative 8. You just want all the numbers less than that. All right, now to check it. Again, in pre-algebra you get to the point where it's just you should always be right with your work because you can always check it. I want a number that is less than negative 8. It says that my math should be correct. So they said, okay, let's put in 0. So they put in 0. 3 times 0, hey, wait a minute, that's 0, it canceled out. So we're left with negative 7. On the other side, we had 4 times 0 plus 1. Was negative 7 greater than 1? No, that's false. Crossed it off. Because we know that 0 is not, in fact, less than negative 1. So that's why that does not work. We know that negative 9 is less than negative 8. So yes, that is why it's true. All right. Now, number 1, down at the bottom, it says solve and graph z minus 16 is less than 5. Okay, so we want to get 16 to the other side, so we add 16. Cancel it out. Z is less than 21. All right, so I want all numbers less than 21. Make yourself a number line. Here's, I'll make 21 right over here. Here's 0. All right, I want all numbers less than 21. Open circle all the way down this way. Those are all the answers you want. All right. Number 2, I want to solve and graph that one. J plus 1/2 is greater than 9. Get j by itself, so we subtract 1/2, subtract 1/2. So I get j is greater than 8 and 1/2. So, on our number line, here's 0, here's 8, here's 9. I want all numbers greater than 8 and 1/2. So that's going to be all numbers this way. All numbers greater than 8 and 1/2. All right, let's go on to page 2. Page 2. Solve each inequality and graph it. Number 3. I have negative 6 plus m. I'm going to bring that way down here. So I have negative 6 plus m is greater than 6. All right, so I want to get m by itself. That means I have to add 6 to both sides. Cancel out. M is greater than 12. On our number line, if this is 0, this is 12. I want all numbers greater than 12. Remember, it's an open circle because you don't want the 12. But you do want all numbers to the right. All right, now I'm going to do number 4 because there's a change of signs here. I have 3y less than or equal to 2y plus 4. Well, I want to get my y's to one side. Since the 3y is somewhat by itself on the left, I'm going to subtract 2y from the constant. So 3y minus 2y is y. It's less than or equal to 4. So that means any number less than or equal to 4. Okay. So we do a number line. I have 0. I have 4. I want all numbers less than and equal to 4. So I close my circle. I fill it in. That gives me the equal. And when I go to the left, that gives me all the numbers less than. All right, so there's the graph for that. Moving on to page 3. Looking at number 10, we have a variable on both sides and we have a constant on both sides. So I am going to move the h from the right-hand side. I'm going to cancel it out. I'm going to subtract h and subtract h. Cancel that out. So now I have h minus 5 is less than or equal to 4. I want to get the variable by itself, so I add 5. H is less than or equal to 9. So I want all numbers less than or equal to 9. Draw a number line, 0, 9. Obviously, you can get more intricate if you want. You can label everything in between. This is just a quick graph here. So I want the number 9. So I put a solid bullet, and I want all numbers less than it. So you go down the number line. Okay, number 12, just because it's a fraction, notice I have variables on both sides, I have constants on both sides. I am going to subtract the 2x from the left-hand side, so negative 2x, negative 2x. I'm left with 1/3 is less than or equal to x plus 2/3. All right, now I need to cancel out the positive 2/3 because I want to get x by itself. Subtract 2/3. Subtract 2/3. Cancels out. I get x is greater than or equal to. All right, I have negative 2/3. Someone gives me a third, so I'm still a short 1/3. Now again, you always want the variable on the left-hand side, so just flip everything around. You get x is greater than or equal to negative 1/3. All right, now, some people really have a little bit of an issue when they start dealing with word problems, but here we go. We'll do a couple of these. Number 13. A number decreased by negative 3. All right, so I have a number decreased by negative 3. All right, is at least. So that means it's greater than or equal to 10. There you go. All right, now, you can solve that one. Number 14. Twice a number, so let's see, 2 times a, that's twice a number, is more than, oh, well, that's going to be greater than, the difference of that number, that would be the difference of that number and 4. Okay. So, twice a number, that would be 2a, is greater than, because it says it's more than, the difference of that number and 4. Okay. If you have any questions on this, please make sure to see